Hello, my dear friend. Give yourself permission to watch Breaking Brain. Today, topic number one, the startup pregnant. Topic number two, the interview with Aizhan from Kazakhstan, and Aizhan is double M. What is meaning? Do you remember this movie? Working Girl, 1988, and Melanie Griffith? For anyone who's ever won, for anyone who's ever lost, and for anyone who's still in there trying. Did you hear about the startup pregnant? Or you want to know more? Please stay with us. The Startup Pregnant podcast shares stories of women business founders and leaders in their pioneering journey through both entrepreneurship and parenting. And we should to remember success often isn't instantaneous. Keep the faith. Your idea can be something. Perhaps you need a few months. For example, the 3 months of experimental process. Try something for 3 months. If after 3 months you aren't gaining traction or seeing results, give yourself permission to change course or reevaluate. And you know what? Perhaps it's a good idea to rethink and to reimagine what parenting, entrepreneurship, work, and motherhood looks like. Right now, our second part, my interview with Aizhan from Kazakhstan. Aizhan is double M. What does mean? Aizhan is a manager. Aizhan is a mother, or maybe mother and manager, manager and mother. No matter, because it's still full of beans. Aizhan. Okay. Hello, my dear friends. Today, Breaking Brain and my special guest from Kazakhstan. Hello, Aizhan.
Hello, Basha. Thank you very much for inviting me. It's really so pleasant thing, and I think I will a little bit split your Brazilian opponents, and I hope we will continue talking in the future and make a lot of such video.
Okay, and question number one. Does technology simplify life or make it more complicated? Right now, after 1 year with COVID-19, almost all people need to use technology like the internet, video calls, or something like that. And what do you think?
In my view, technology makes life easier and simplifies life. If we can talk in general, people nowadays, especially in COVID, in the situation with COVID, can talk, can work, can do a lot of stuff what they did before COVID. So it's because of our modern technology. And if we talk about our simply life, it helps us to make a lot of home tasks, for example, in the kitchen or some cleaning. We have a lot of different modern equipments like grape, cut, shrunk, or cleaning, washing. If we talk about medicine, like survey, different kind of equipment for tests, and I think this is a really good time when we can unite our knowledge and technology in our era, I can say. So this is really good, and it makes our life easier and faster, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to say about maybe complications because you know, not all people can quickly change their mindset, quickly can adopt to modern technology, especially old people, or even I need time to download some new program or some, I don't know, I need time to use even my smart TV, and I'm afraid to use it. And I usually call my children to help me. So this is maybe only complications. But if you talk about disadvantage as a part of any kind of topic, I think uh, main problem is addiction social media, what we can observe right now, uh, any kind of games, smartphones, gadgets, such technology, modern technology, distract our children, and not only children. Nowadays, we can see such situation in anywhere, and not only with children. So, and the second one is how such technology will be uh, developed in our life and who will use it. So, if it will not be directed to human, it's okay. But if it had been not so good for human being.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand. And second question, what personality trait do you value most and which do you dislike the most? You are talking with a lot of people. You have connection with your employee from different country. And what do you think?
Mm. The most valuable traits, I think it's a kindness. Mm. What else? Kindness, sympathy, persistent, and curiosity.
Mm-hmm. And
If you
something
talk
which you
about,
dislike.
yeah, and if you talk about what I dislike, maybe laziness, greed, and mm, falseness, maybe, because this kind of characters of people are not appropriate
Mm-hmm.
in any way. And if we talk about work or a relationship with your family, it's also especially laziness for me.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay,
Only my opinion.
okay. And next question. What's the hardest lesson you've learned?
I can say that I'm a really happy person because in the past I didn't have any kind of such lesson, and I hope I will not have. But when I was 16, I failed my test to the university, and I needed to find solution. So I started working and studying simultaneously. And after 1 year, I finally passed my test to university and finished university. And that year was difficult to me because I I needed to work with adults, with very professionals as a young girl without any experience and knowledge, with a lot of self-confidence in not good way. I thought that I can do everything, but I was completely wrong that time. But I'm really happy that I had such experience because I become stronger after that year. So, and in my life, I of course have a lot of problems which I need to struggle with, but I can say that I finalized it or managed it in a good way.
Okay. And last question. If you had the power to change only one thing, what thing would you want to change in our world or something like that?
Oh, very interesting questions, and I like very much it because I'm thinking about education system. For me, it's a main topics right now, right now, because education is about of human capital, about of human resource, and it's a power, and it's our future, and how we educate children, how we educate ourselves depends on us. And if I had the power to change something, I would change education system, and especially how right now teachers at university or at school educate our children and don't use practice a lot. So nowadays children receive knowledge, but they can't use it, they can't manage with such knowledge, and from my opinion, they lose 50% of information or knowledge, and it makes me crazy, I can say, because young generations, it's really our future. So I had to change something in education system.
Okay, thank you so much, Aizhan, for your time. Thank you for this interesting conversation. And I hope we have possibility to talk in the future like usually, because we with Aizhan believe practice makes better, and we study English and talking every week because we are really stubborn person.
Thank you very much for having me here. I'm really happy to be here, and I hope we will make another video in future. So see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you so much. Take care and bye bye for everyone. Like you know, 8 is lucky in Chinese culture, and Kazakhstan is close to China. I hope Aizhan will be prosper, wealth, and fortune for her family members and another friends. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Thank you for watching. And right now, if you want to bring your brain to life, sign up for Breaking Brain, subscribe to Breaking Brain, like it, Breaking Brain, and leave a comment. Feel free to raise questions at any time. And you know what? I give myself permission to change course. I tell you a secret. A few weeks later,